Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are here. 7 minutes to go on the Kombat Cast. Here we go. Welcome, everybody, welcome. Go ahead and... I have to wait anyways. Before I can pull up chat. There we go. Okay, I got the link now. There we go. Community tab's up now, so finally that means I could pull up chat. Alright. Still got 6 minutes to go. Started early though, as we always do. Looking forward to this gameplay though. What's up, Julian? Oh wait, yeah, I gotta make sure everything's good actually. What am I doing? Chat's pulled up now though, so we should be okay. Trying to think if I'm forgetting anything. Yeah, I guess maybe put this in a playlist, right? There we go. Hopefully the audio's not too loud. Gonna try my best to make sure to make adjustments when needed, so I don't like overlap anything. Should be okay though. We're good to go. Alright, I'm gonna just go ahead and leave chat where it is then. Oh yes, welcome everybody. It's almost time. I'm looking forward to this. Honestly, I have no idea what to expect. Update wise, you know, like character balance wise. Maybe an update to the seasonal tower too, because to this day I haven't even played it yet. Haven't even touched the seasonal tower. Not even interested in it. See if we can go a little bit more forward. Yep, I knew it. I'm from the future. I fast forwarded like about what was that, like 9 seconds? Your favorites are Sektor and Havik. Good choices. These trailers that have been coming out lately, I'm more of a Cyrax person. Like when it comes to the robots, I love Cyrax, but for once, Sektor looks more appealing to me, which is crazy to think about. You're glad I went live because you wouldn't have known about this? Well, I'm glad you know now. You're welcome for helping. Still would have preferred Jade and Cassie as the female fighters, but I can't argue now. I mean, yeah, I still miss Jade dearly. My #1 main. She'll be here though, I hope. There's always hope for a Kombat Pack 3, right guys? Right? MK1 or MK11 did it right. Even though it was technically only 2 combat packs, I mean, the expansion, you know, Aftermath. Pretty sure there'll be hope. Choosing Cassie over Scarlet, that's crazy. I mean, Mortal Kombat X Cassie was cracked though, you don't understand. Scarlet wasn't even in the game and no one talked about her until, you know, after 11. Like now people miss her. But where was all this love during MKX, you know? Scratchy's back though. Specifically Scarlet from MK11, I meant. I'm glad that version returned. I just wish the gameplay was a little bit better. I feel like she was definitely one of the lower characters, low tier wise. The only Scarlet loyalist. No, I'm all for Scarlet. I think female-wise, if Jade can't be in the game, I'd definitely choose Scarlet. She's like my second option. As for DLC, I think, as in like guest DLC, I'd love to see Harley for sure. I think Harley Quinn would fit in this game perfectly as well, just like the Joker. Have her turn into like her dogs as an animality. That'd be pretty sick. I think, at least. Just my headset, it feels off. Maybe that's better. About to start, right? Yep. Nice. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's new. And but by new I mean Combat Cast intro. Make sure audio's good, actually. Hopefully it is. I'll turn it up if I have to, though.
All right, welcome everyone to the latest edition of the Combat Cast. It's been a little bit since we've been here.
A little bit.
But we are here to talk more about some of the new characters coming. Going to talk about Khaos Reigns.
Robots rule.
Before we do that, I am Tyler Lansdowne, one of the community managers here at NetherRealm Studios.
I am Derek Kurtzak, one of the designers here at NetherRealm Studios.
Stephanie Brownback, QA lead here at NetherRealm, and technically, in Liu Kang's new era, they're not robots, although I agree in spirit that robots do rule.
Robots just rule in general.
Fair.
That's true.
Unless they take us over, then they do not rule.
I'm fine with it.
Thank you for the lore there. We need that. Mm-hmm. Now, before we get started, a lot of you have already seen it, but if you haven't,
there's at least 3 people that have it. Mm-hmm.
If you haven't, let's take a look one more time at the Sector trailer.
Banger trailer, by the way. Definitely way more appealing than the Cyrax one.
Welcome to the party, baby doll. What's your name?
Call me Sektor.
Lower it a little bit.
I'll call you anytime you want.
I share his vision for the Lin Kuei. We won't be bound by Liu Kang's limits.
Is your fight over land, resources?
Myself and others seek a powerful future. They and their ilk cling to an anemic past.
You and Sub-Zero won't earn the Empress's mercy. Once set, her mind doesn't change.
We are not fighting for her mercy. We are fighting for our lives.
One thing I didn't notice about the trailer yesterday either. That new Jax move right there. Not really something game-changing, though. Nothing too crazy.
When I return, there will be anarchy.
Anarchy.
Bihun, no!
Do not doubt Sektor's longing for Sub-Zero's safe return.
We seek chaos. You defend order.
Can you hear me? Our goal is unchanged.
Finish him.
Shooting star. I do wonder what Noob Saibot's animality is gonna be. Maybe we'll see a snippet of Noob Saibot here, but who knows?
Okay. Both
Speechless. You're
yeah.
just speechless.
Both of the first trailers have been really amazing. Just,
Yeah.
just the way you see the characters evolve into, like, you still see things you remember, but it's evolved. Well, so Stephanie, of this trailer, what is your favorite?
Definitely Sektor's rocket launcher and the rocket launcher moves. I love that, you know, originally in MK3, Robot Sektor would shoot everything out of his chest compactor, and now she is
A little more
wearing
grounded.
suit, and she has just a giant rocket launcher that she can shoot. And I love the VFX, the smoke trail, the sound effects. It's very, very satisfying to shoot that thing.
Yep.
I was a fan of the fatality going up into space, and you
Right.
see all the bloop, 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 bloop on like the helmets. I think it's pretty cool. And then you come back down, they're frozen. I like it. I like it. It's a fun way to die.
It's pretty overkill.
It's a fun way to die.
I love a lot of just the aerial stuff, the bombing up into the air, and then the sending missiles down. It's just like a full-on barrage at all times, and I think that's really cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the effects, nailed it. Really feel good about those. They look awesome, and it feels like you're just constantly under pressure by this.
It definitely looks like you're constantly
Machine.
under pressure. Yeah.
So that would be Sector. Now we will be getting to Sector to show you how she plays in a little bit.
Mhm.
But before then, I do want to get onto a few things. Over the next couple streams, we're going to be talking about some things coming up in the Khaos Reigns, which comes September 24th. Very exciting. There have been a lot of people asking about Havik.
What?
Really?
And
Havik?
and
And Khaos Reigns?
yeah, right.
What
And
are the
is
chances?
Havik going to get any changes, any buffs, anything like that? Well, as a Havik main, I have good news for you. Havik has some stuff coming, and to
Nice.
show you, we have a brief video we'd like to show, and then we'll come
Interesting.
back and explain what you saw.
Inject some chaos into him.
Yep.
What you got for us, Havik? Oh, that move looks a lot faster. New pop-up, it looks like. A low string. Saw a couple of things there.
Now,
About
this might
two
be
or three.
something you want to go back and watch again to see what had happened, but there are a couple things in that video which, if you know Havik, or if you've played against Havik, you know are very different. For instance, in the match, Liu Kang uses his Towards 434, which has a big gap. Now, Havik's arm flail is now faster, and the armor starts up quicker, so it actually can get through that. So that's a big change for Havik. Really going to help out some Havik players. It gives you, it just gives you enough time. It's fast enough to punish, which is nice. He also has a new move in the air you might have seen. It's kind of a stretchy kick. If you use meter on that, it
Go
actually
Havik leg.
right. If you use meter on that, it actually pops up, which is it's a ground bounce. So you're able to get a little more
Bounce.
you know, more bounce in your stuff.
More
and-
bounce for your back.
There
right,
you go.
and get some more combos out. He also has a new move, which is a low launcher.
Yeah, this one, I really love the animation that he's breaking his own knees to get down that low and scoop you up.
Right, so some more
It's the easier way to do it.
Yeah.
more combo potential again. And then finally, his Jump 2-4 has a different reaction, so you can do just more combos. It used to, I believe, you used to push you back further.
That's
Now-
right.
now
I didn't
you're
even
able to
notice
do more
that.
combos right there in the
Interesting.
middle. So that's another thing Havik got. So I'm sure you're going to want to go back and watch that. But as Havik fans, I'm sure you're going to enjoy those changes. Really going to change up how Havik plays. Now there is a lot of other stuff coming for other characters, and we'll try to get to some of that in future streams. But today we're also going to talk about some Kameo.
Ooh.
We have a lot of Kameo changes coming.
We do. Some exciting ones.
And some have been seen in some of the trailers and some of the teases. But first, we're going to start out with Sub-Zero. So let's take a look at that video.
Sub-Zero's new cameo stuff. Yep. Parry. Oh, wow. That one's interesting right there. See? That one is more interesting.
So, Kameo Sub-Zero has a parry now.
That was chilly.
Okay, very good. Very good.
Very good.
Love parries in any game. So you'll notice in the video, when they could have poked, they used the parry,
Right.
which freezes them, and you can also combo after that. Now, a lot of savvy players might start knowing you're going to parry and wait.
And then what are you going to do?
Well, then you can just throw the clone at them.
You can throw an ice clone?
You can throw the ice clone at advantage, too. So there's just another, some new stuff to bring into the Sub-Zero.
Who doesn't love throwing the ice clone?
Right, and, you know, Havik, a lot of people use Havik and Sub-Zero, so this is, you know, two things that work well together as well. We also got one more to show today, one of my favorite characters in Mortal Kombat history. Jax has a new move that I think is pretty awesome.
It's a new move, but it's also an old move.
Right, a new move for this game, but he's used
But
it
a
for
classic,
years.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that video.
Oh my god, he's still going. Jesus.
Classic gotcha grab.
Yep.
One of the best moves ever. So what you can do with this is if you are playing somebody and they keep using a similar sequence with their cameo, you can call gotcha grab out.
He's going to get you.
He'll get you.
He's going to get you.
He will punch the other cameo. He has 2 hits of armor, so you can stop their cameo in their tracks like that.
He doesn't mess around.
He doesn't.
He doesn't mess
really
around.
doesn't. So it's just another thing that's added to Jax's arsenal to help. And I really enjoy it because I like things that affect other cameos.
Right.
Like seeing cameos interact.
And it's like he has now almost the full spectrum of his classic moves, too,
Yeah.
which is cool.
So that'll be fun to use, and I'm sure a lot of people will, like, you know, you play your friends all the time, the same thing. They have the same thing that they do, and now you have this little wrench you can throw in.
I'm gonna get you.
And keep in mind, when you're hitting their cameo, their player is taking damage.
That's right.
So big things there. But I think I know why a lot of people are here right now.
Me.
Derek. So there are things on the horizon, yeah?
Oh, I wasn't being serious, but yeah, there's always some things on the horizon, bud.
So we have some stuff coming for Invasions that we're going to hold, right?
Yeah, so of course we're going to have a new season. We've got a lot of just fun, quality of life things that we've done to this new season, Season 8. But we're going to wait until the next stream because we've got 2 characters to go through today,
We do.
right? And I think people really want to see what's up with these condiment characters.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And we do, and there's some fun stuff, like get hyped. There's some really cool stuff we'll be talking about.
Oh yeah, absolutely, but we don't want to, take away
Fair.
from this.
Fair.
All right.
So Stephanie,
Yes.
let's talk about Cyrax first, yeah?
I'm very excited for this. I love the Cyber Ninjas. I've loved them since day 1 in MK3. These are 2 of my favorite MK characters.
So many hand cramps from that combo with
Oh,
Cyrax.
the Cyrax one? Well, the secret is you just hold back and hit high punch and high kick together and it'll come out.
That is cheating.
Some weird old guy at the arcade showed me
I
that.
just always so painful.
So tell
Right, still
me,
do it.
when it comes to Cyrax, what type of player will gravitate towards the character?
Well, here's how I've always looked at it for like 30 years, for both of them. You have Cyrax is kind of the tricky trap, sneaky character with the bombs. Even back in 95, you had like the different kind of bombs, the anti-air grab and stuff like that. She kind of forces movement, tries to make the person struggle to get in, and then you hit him with the net, and kind of the setup character, kind of a thinking player's character.
Right.
And in the opposite end of the spectrum, you have Sektor, who's like, yeah, that's cool, I shoot a homing rocket.
Yeah, rockets, punch.
Yeah, more
Rockets,
straightforward and all
punch.
that.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's something that we carried onto this. And that's not to say Sektor doesn't have her own share of tricky stuff, but I think Cyrax is going to be a character for really, really creative players, and Sektor is going to be a more straightforward character. And I think it's awesome. They have like the stuff you'd expect from MK9, and then a bunch of new stuff. They both have new mobility options with new technology they didn't have before, and it's very, very cool. I'd say, like a lot of MK1 characters, it's kind of the design team is like, well, what are the key moves that make these characters these characters? Put in some spice.
And salt and pepper.
And some salt and pepper. And some
ketchup and mustard.
And then blend it all together, and we have a new take on these classic characters.
All right. Do we want to take a look at Cyrax?
Let's check her out. All right, so one of the new things she has is on her feet, she has these like jet booster things.
Look at
You
these.
can see
Look
in
at
a
the
lot
stage.
of her normal attacks. They allow her to do a wall jump, which is really neat.
Oh no, it's Jackie all
and
over
she uses them
again.
in a lot of her normals. But
MK11
she
Jackie
also
all
has
over
the
again.
gadgets you kind of expect. The buzzsaws from like MK9. And speaking of MK9, I think one of the coolest normals she has is a command grab. She switches places or goes into an attack. And you could like set a bomb and then it can blow up into them. This was one of her strongest moves in MK9. And this is a true command grab. You know, like if they're crouch blocking, it will actually hit them and all that. So that can be super deadly.
The spin into the kick is a wonderful.
It's a sick
I
grab.
absolutely love it.
She also has this cool move from Deadly Alliance. And this has a mechanic where you can hold it down, charge it up, and you can cancel it. So you can do fun stuff like your grabs, let it go, fake it out, do the quick version. And she has these cool step kicks. And this ends in kind of a ragdoll style move.
And when you were saying like tricky, that's the sort of thing that spin out into a throw,
Exactly.
like all these sort of.
You got options from
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Her standing high kick is another spin move, which she can hold it down or cancel it. Or she can do it. No, that's part of the robot suit is making it so you don't get dizzy.
Science.
And then this normal attack, which is definitely my favorite, because I think the bomb part is very, very funny.
Cool.
And that
So-
bomb part, that was normal.
It is, yeah. So let's go into her special moves. First off, you have to have it. It's been one of the most classic Cyrax moves is your bomb toss.
Bomb toss.
Close, medium, far. A subtle detail I like is the animation actually changes depending on how she's throwing it. Like you can see, the toss is just an overhead toss. Now, something new, the EX version will actually track the opponent and then have a helicopter pop up for even better combos. So the opponent's trying to run away, it'll actually
Interesting.
follow them.
That's awesome. I'm gonna get ya.
Then she has a new take on the teleport. This time, it's kind of reminiscent of the human Cyrax teleport from MK9, but she leaves a bomb. So she'll teleport behind, leave a bomb. You can see it on the floor there. Or she can choose to do one that has faster recovery that doesn't leave a bomb. Or you can do an EX version that instead of teleporting, she kind of
It's a dash.
goes back or forth in like kind of a dash kind of thing. And if you do it from full screen, she won't go in front of them. But if you're a little bit closer, she will be behind them.
More
so you can kind
tricks.
of mix it up, exactly. And a fun little thing about all of her bomb attacks, if you hold the 4 button down, the bomb will be a fake out dud.
Oh, gotcha.
So you can do that with all of her bomb attacks, which is a fun little thing. You
Little
can,
mind
like,
tricks. Little mind tricks.
put out a fake bomb and then actually call a cameo and the opponent's like trying to attack out of it. Now another one of the moves is this spinny spin kick, which the EX version has armor
Probably the combo ender, right?
and a dive kick ender.
Ooh.
And there's an air version that will capture them in the air, and if the EX, she throws the net.
Oh, that's cool.
And speaking of the net, one more special move to show. The classic net is now this like foam goo that will trap them in place. And you get your free combo. But the EX version is similar to the classic net, but with rocket boosters that will push them super far. So you'll see, full screen it pushes them far, but you're not going to combo. But if you're close to the wall, you still do get the
Ah,
counter stage.
okay.
That's awesome.
Got it.
So it kind of depends on like your space control, where you're at, whether or not you're going to get a combo.
So that's, just like we've talked about, the upgrading of what was from the past to the future.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I think it's really, really cool to take a lot of the moves, what was famous about her in the past games, and what can we do that's new?
But not forgetting the net as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But also not nothing but net.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, a lot of great nods to the classic. Very cool.
So, you want to finish this out with her X-ray?
Let's see it.
I like how she called it an X-ray and not a fatal blow. Have we seen the animation actually? Oh yeah, the kick. Yeah, that's right. Reminds me of
Right, that was Cyrax.
Tanya's
Super
MKX.
cool, fun bomb setups, fun
Yep.
tricks to play.
Lots of trickery.
And some really good mobility.
I also really liked during the Fatal Blow into where like the bomb rolls down and she's all flashy about it. I think that's super cool.
Hype.
Hype. What
So
do we got next?
I think we're going to now move right into talking about how Sector plays.
Ooh.
All right, so let's go into Sector. So Sector also has a bunch of high-tech stuff, a bunch of gadgets. Let's go into normals first. I think one of her cooler normals is her standing 2 is like this double fist rocket punch, but you can charge it up.
Ooh.
And then it gets knocked down and you get a lot more damage, but the cool thing is she can actually keep the charge by canceling it. And now you'll see her fists still have the glow and she can go straight to the powered up version. There's also a special move I'll show later that can allow you to charge it.
Spoilers.
One of her best normals is forward 2, 1, 2, which is like this advancing mid that pops up.
Everybody loves combos.
Okay, figured.
It's like a
Special
combo
move.
starter. She also has this big swinging overhead with her rocket launcher. And complement it a low with her rocket boots. She has a really cool forward 3-4. Goes into the air.
Spends a lot of time in the air.
Yeah, and you can see like her rocket boosters are used in all her moves and
Yeah.
all that. I love the effects.
Some of my favorite, like that, the finish of that move, I love crumples like that.
Yes.
One of my favorite reactions in the game.
And I love this new take on the MK3 throw.
Ooh.
One of the coolest throws in
Agreed.
the game. Let's go over her special moves. First, we can start like Cyrax. She has a new mobility tool, which is these rocket boosters, which allow her to do an air dash.
Cool.
More Jackie.
She can do normal attacks.
More
on
MK11
it.
Jackie. Oh
Some
god.
Moves. She can double it. A really cool way to get around. So you'll see she can get around in the air. The opponent's going to have a hard time because of her zoning tools. She can shoot her rocket. If you EX it, it actually catches them on
that's awesome.
fire and does a little damage over
Ooh,
time.
chip damage.
That's amazing.
Oof, zoner.
She has a jumping rocket. If you EX this one, she can actually decide when the rocket will go off. Like you can do it early, or you can hold it halfway through, let it go when it hits the ground, etc. And then she has this awesome one, probably my favorite move, the Sidewinder. And if you EX it, you get the absolute classic MK3 targeting rocket. I love when fans used to call it dumb rocket and smart rocket.
I love the targeting application too on the character. That's really cool.
Oh, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
And then one more rocket move, her anti-air rockets, which are also a combo starter. Then let's
Nice.
go into her flamethrower. It wouldn't be Sector without a flamethrower. Regular version, this double hit, really good range. EX version, she can hold it down, cancel the second hit, and this has armor.
Oh.
Safe
She
then.
also has blast shield, where she clamps her feet on the ground.
Oh,
like
God.
This.
A
This
RoboCop.
absorbs projectiles and has some really fun follow-ups. So, the regular version, when she absorbs a projectile, she can quickly input one of
Oh,
her
okay.
rocket moves.
I mean, yeah, that's still technically RoboCop.
Exactly. Now, the EX version, she can actually do any of her special moves. I did not mean to do her X-ray. You can do her
Oh.
teleport, which I'm going to cover in a second. And one other cool thing about this move is absorbing a projectile successfully gives you a charge of her standing 2.
Oh,
That is
okay.
a lot.
And then she also has the teleport, which I just said we talk about. She
It's
goes
kind of
up,
like Tanya's parry.
then she comes down. It's a combo starter. It's kind of a new take on the classic uppercut. And if you EX it, it's even more similar. It actually starts off with the punch.
Right. She is all over the screen.
Yeah, so you can see she's a character who is going to, you know, absolutely dominate the air. She can be in the air, but she's going to stop you from being in the air. So you're going to have to play the ground game. And then she has awesome range,
Great move, yeah.
awesome anti-zoning.
And just some interesting tricks too with the shield. Like, that's
Exactly,
really neat
yeah.
because your opponent's gonna have to decide if they see you use meter on that. What are you doing? Like,
Exactly,
what's your next
yeah.
move?
Yeah, and obviously you try to zone her to stop her zoning, and she can start absorbing your projectiles and then
Yeah.
have her standing too, ready to go. So now we'll go into our X-ray.
Sure.
We teased it before, and now we can actually do it.
It's definitely an interesting fatal blow animation, I guess you could say. You got the Jackie Briggs vibes right here. Nice.
All right. So Cyrax and Sector, there they are.
There they are. That's very exciting. Sector would definitely be probably my top 5 or so favorite MK characters. So I'm pretty stoked for this.
Didn't know that.
I can't wait for people to see Khaos Reigns, their role in this story. It's very, very different. It is the new era, but there are some aspects that sometimes time refuses to change. Like Sector is very much all in on the Liu Kang, or the Lin Kuei and the cybernetic process, and maybe Cyrax has some reservations.
No
and stuff.
spoilers.
You'll have to see, and then of course, Noob Saibot is going to be awesome.
So we will be having another stream soon. No date yet. We'll be talking about Noob Saibot and some other stuff.
Yep.
Definitely some other character things that are coming.
And in general, like just Khaos Reign updates, right?
For sure. So we'll let you know when we know when that's going to be. But until then, I think that's it for us today.
If you haven't pre-ordered yet, be sure you pre-order so you can get the exclusive skins.
Absolutely.
Really cool skins.
Absolutely. We do, though, after we sign off, as usual, there will be a Sector fight against Tanya that QA.
Gonna go ahead and...
So with that, thank you both again for always being here. It's always a great time.
It's always fun.
Thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next time on the Kombat Cast.
Frost Sub-Zero. The Maze.
You've created more mechanized monstrosities?
Many. And I can't wait to unleash them.
Round 1. Fight. Round 2. Fight. Final round. Fight.
Nothing can stop me.
Brutality. Sector wins.